Now, over the years, I've had my own share of gang stalking. Many years ago, I didn't know what it was, you know, but I would recognize some patterns when I was thinking, oh, is my mind playing tricks or something? You see, a lot of people, they experience gang stalking and they think they're paranoid. When you just randomly run into people who are parked outside your house and they're trailing you at the back of the car, and maybe you talk about it and some people say, oh, you're paranoid, you think too much, you overthink things and stuff like that. You're being gang stalked and people will brainwash you to think that you're paranoid or you're overthinking things, but it's not true. You're just being gang stalked. But anyway, I've been on the internet for a while and I've never seen any comment from a narcissist who is being gang stalked. I've never seen a comment, I've never seen an individual which coven narcissist who said that they have been gang stalked. If you have seen one, you could let us know if you have seen one. Me, I've not seen any. The whole intention of this whole thing that has been going on around you, it has been purposely designed to keep you stuck in the loop, to keep you from remembering. You could never remember. You see, when you're distracted and when you keep on being gang stalked, they put you in that element of fear. Because you see, fear is food for the matrix. Fear is food for the matrix. So they keep in that element of fear. Oh, if I do that, somebody follows you. If I do this, so you're there, you're paranoid, you don't know what's going on. Now I deal with it better because I know. I know what it is. I know how they do it. And I know why they do it. It no longer bothers me. So the more you evolve spiritually, you stop paying attention to those things because you see, the more power you give them, is the more they continue. It's a loop. Okay? You start worrying about them, looking around everywhere, this and this. No, it's a loop. You give them power, you stay in the loop. You stop giving them power, not that you're being naive or stupid, but you stop paying a lot of attention and you break the loop. Chosen ones, for the longest of time, there is multitudes of people you have met that knew who you were even before you really knew yourself. All the attacks that was aimed at you, whether it was physical, emotional, financial, spiritual, everything that has been aimed at you was a part of the gang stalking. Because when they keep you in that mode, the loop of lack, fear, paranoid, you cannot elevate spiritually. You're stuck in that loop. You're worried. You're struggling. Many chosen ones are homeless. Some of them are jobless. They send you out of work. Now, if you wasn't a nobody, then they had no business with you. It's what I've told you. I've not seen a narcissist that has been gang stalked. Toxic people, witches, covens. They're not gang stalked. For what? Why should they gang stalk them? There's no reason. So they're just simply normal people just existing, doing their basic regular things. No intention to wake up, no intention to remember, no intention to grow, elevate spiritually, no intention to get enlightened. So the more These attacks, what I'm trying to talk about is these attacks that have been aimed at you for the longest of time. These attacks, they continue to confirm to you who you are. And they continue to confirm to you how powerful you are. Because if you wasn't powerful, why would these people go the extra length of investing a lot of money to pay people to follow you around and harass you? It wouldn't make sense. So what the gang stalkers don't understand, you see, when you want to understand this thing that is going on, spiritual warfare, when you continue to understand spiritual warfare that is going on, it gives you more enlightenment of who you are on a spiritual level. Those demons are scared, they are afraid. You know, they are afraid of your power. They are afraid that when you wake up, when you remember, you're going to take your power from them. And that has been their food. Them feeling powerful and controlling you, and is what you've been dealing with. You was with the narcissist. They are controlling you. They are the ones who tell you when to sleep, what food to eat, what clothes to wear. I had a friend of mine, I remember many years ago, and this guy had a partner who I think now I'm starting to remember, and I think this person was a narcissist. And this person used to tell him, even the clothes, that's the shirt you should wear today. That's the trouser you should wear today. And at a closer look, I used to ask him, why are you wearing this kind of clothes like this? $1 shirts, 50-cent shoes, those kind of clothes you go and pick up from second-hand shops and all that kind of stuff. It's why I was doing his shopping. Because even subconsciously, they may not consciously know this, but even subconsciously they feel that if they fully allow you to embody your truest authentic nature and self, you're not going to be able to be controlled. So it's always been about control. But these things happen only when you don't know. You are asleep and you don't know what is going on. Because the more they keep you paranoid in that loop, the more you continue feeding into the fear. Okay? Fear is what they feed on. So they trap you in those lower states of vibration, because the person who is in low states of vibration, they never have a chance to evolve. You cannot evolve when you're in low vibration. It's not possible. Because whenever you try to work on yourself, you work on a project to create something new, you think about your mother, will say that. Your father may say this. How will your friends think about you? What about your friends in school? Who will say what and who will say this? So you are in that space where you are not able to work on yourself, to work on your goals, to work on your dreams. Because the enemy has always been afraid of your power. The enemy knows your power. And it is very strange sometimes that those people that have been harassing you back and forth, spiritually attacking you all the time, they have got more than you do. They have got more than you do. You see the cars they are driving, you see the homes they live, bosses, owners, and CEOs and all that stuff, landlords. And in your mind, you come to think about it. What do they want from you? They cannot leave you alone because they feel spiritually, if this individual keeps on walking in that direction, you're going to be out of their control. And they are very obsessed with control, because if they can lose control, then they lose everything. So this whole thing that has been going on, all those things you thought that was, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe you thought you was thinking a lot. It was all about you and the power that is within you. The enemy has already seen your power. As a chosen one, you don't have to say a lot. You don't need a very huge loudspeaker to scream. You can just sit in one place composed and you can speak. And your message because that message is coming from a very genuine, authentic place and space, it will dig deeper. And the enemy hates that kind of energy. So they attack your gifts, they attack your qualities, they attack the things you like. You've been with this narcissist, and most of the time they are telling you things. When you dress like that, it doesn't look nice on you. I don't know why you cut your hair like this. I don't know this and I don't know that. They are kind of twisting your narrative. They are twisting the entire situation to keep you in a state where you will be feeling or having very low self-esteem about yourself. Because you see, when you have low self-esteem, is what they cling on to be able to control you. But I can best guarantee you, and you best believe, the spiritual attacks have always been a confirmation. Now that you're waking up and you're getting this awareness of who you are, you're now understanding that these attacks have been a continued confirmation of who you are and what the enemy is afraid of. They have not been telling you these things because a lot of time they're attacking you behind the scenes. Is why when you talk about these things with people don't even believe you, because the enemy attacks you, they throw the stone and they hide their hands. So when you say that this person attacked you spiritually, people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. They didn't attack you. They don't believe you. But when you're a person who has that energy, you know that there was some attacks that people have been attacking you, and you cannot explain, because when they show their hands or they show their face, then their attacks are not valid. They are not effective. Okay, so chosen ones, spiritual attacks, all kinds of attacks, witchcraft, hexes, and whatever's been going on, it has always been an attack on your soul. So it's been a battle for your soul. But now when you get into the awareness of what really was happening, it confirms to you of the power that is within you. The enemy wasn't pretty much attacking you on the physical. They was attacking your mental. They was attacking your spirit, your soul. Okay? So just know you're powerful. You're powerful. There's nothing to fear. Don't fall for the loops. They will try different ways, different tricks. Don't fall for the loops. Don't feed them your energy. Don't give them power, because when you give them power, then they're able to control you. And that's how the enemy works. You just have to know the game of the enemy, how the enemy plays their game, okay? So let's know what you think about the video. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You might always donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.